Now, there is a technical definition of mass murder, and it is by the FBI. It says that it's, quote, a single incident in which a perpetrator kills 4 or more people, not including himself or herself. So, killing 4 people, that apparently is the definition of mass murder by the FBI. Now, obviously, mass shootings fall within mass murder, but specifically Mother Jones also had a definition for mass shootings. And in a very long story, and a very interesting story that they did, where they explained all the different mass shootings that have happened recently. You should check that out. That unfortunately happened before the shooting, because there's shootings all the time. So they had done that, I believe, after Newtown. They say mass shootings typically involve a single episode in a single location, usually a public place. So they used a very stringent standard. Public place, the shooting happens at once, and 4 people or more are killed. Now, when you use that standard, there's actually been 6 mass shootings in the past 9 months. Do you know that there's been at least 20 mass shootings since President Obama came into office? Gee, I wonder why he wants to do something about it. Because during his terms in office, in these about 5 years or so, there's been non-stop mass shootings. And of course, as the president, it is his responsibility, his utmost responsibility, to protect the citizens. And of course, when he goes to do that, the Second Amendment folks flip out. How dare you try to protect the citizens? No, you should do absolutely nothing about this insane epidemic of mass shootings. But here we're using the FBI standard where 4 people are killed. Now, you can argue it should be 3, it should be 5, etc. But what's interesting is, if you use a different standard, and it's a standard that Reddit used in amassing more information about mass shootings, the standard they use is shooting spree that wounds at least 4 people but doesn't kill them. And if you think about that, well, look, if you got a guy shooting up the place and he winds up shooting 4 people and at least wounding 4, but he doesn't get lucky in killing them because apparently that was his motive, well, that's still a mass shooting, right? Well, if you use that standard, do you know how many mass shootings we've had in this country for just this year? We're not even in October yet. We've had 250 mass shootings in 2013 alone, and we're not yet out of September. This country has lost its mind over guns. We're in an ocean of guns, and everybody thinks the answer is more guns. Now, of course, everybody doesn't think that. Unfortunately, people in power think that. And they're scared to death of the NRA and the other gun zealots who, yes, do show up in small elections, whether they're primary elections for Republicans or they're the special elections we just saw in Colorado, and I understand why they're scared of them. But the reality is 93% of this country is at least for some degree of sanity, where we at least do a minimal background check. So for example, it would be nice to find out if someone is mentally insane, hears voices, had shot up 2 different places before. It would be nice to know that so that we don't give them a weapon. But of course, the NRA and the gun zealots in this country say, no, weapons for everybody. No checks, no background checks, nothing. Oh my God, there might be a weapons registry. And then the government might come to get us. It's not the government coming to get us in this case. It's us. We're coming to get ourselves. 250 mass shootings. It's just a matter of time before it hits somebody you know.